There's a very specific kind of exhaustion. It's quiet. It settles over you like a heavy blanket, but no one else can see it. You're standing in the middle of your own home, looking around, and you have no idea where to even begin. There's the pile of clothes on the bedroom chair. That chair stopped being a place to sit months ago. The unopened mail stacking up on the kitchen table. Random things pushed to the edges of your desk. A pair of shoes abandoned halfway down the hall. And you say it quietly to yourself. I never clean my house. People call it laziness. They call it a lack of discipline. They assume you simply don't care. But sit with it from another angle for a second. What if a perpetually messy room isn't a failure of character? What if it's a mirror of the mind? The inability to clean is rarely about effort. Almost always, it's a symptom of something deeper, a profound cognitive overload. Nobody inside the mess actually enjoys it. This isn't some relaxed bohemian lifestyle. Clutter is an overaccumulation of objects that slowly erodes your well-being without you ever noticing. It works like a low-grade chronic stress. Your nervous system reads that environment and interprets it as a constant threat, even when you have no idea it's happening. Researchers studied exactly this. Women who described their homes as cluttered had elevated cortisol, the biological signature of chronic stress. So you're living inside a brutal paradox. Disorganized homes create more stress, less focus, deeper emotional exhaustion. But that same exhaustion is what makes it impossible to act. You don't have the energy left to clean. For a lot of people, this paralysis has a name: executive dysfunction. Executive functions are the cognitive skills that let you plan an action, start a task, and actually finish it. When those skills struggle, starting and finishing becomes almost impossible. This is especially true with ADHD, inattention, impulsivity, a poor sense of time, all stacked together. Picture it. You pick up a shirt to take to the closet. On the way, you notice a book that belongs in the living room. You head there and find a dirty mug. Suddenly, you're washing dishes, still holding the shirt. That's a deficit in working memory. You forget what you were doing in the first place, and the mess keeps piling up. Every object is screaming for attention at the same volume. The brain can't prioritize, so it shuts down. Then there's the deep gravity of depression. Low energy, loss of interest, a heavy sense of helplessness you carry everywhere. Washing a single plate feels like too much. Folding one towel seems to eat your whole day. That's why messy homes are so common with depression. The fatigue strips away your ability to maintain your own space. And it becomes a cruel cycle. The mess turns into the physical manifestation of what's inside. You look at the disorder, and it whispers that you're failing at life. There's another hidden reason people avoid cleaning: the quiet terror of making decisions. Clutter is the physical buildup of choices you never made. Every piece of paper demands a response. Every sweater you no longer wear poses a question. Keep it? Toss it? What if I need it later? Some people live with decisional procrastination, and it's always easier to leave the object where it is and promise to decide later. That pile of letters isn't just paper. It's a monument to postponed choices. And here's something important. This fragility is exactly why scolding never works. Telling someone to just clean only makes it worse. There's a concept called reactance, our instinct to resist a loss of autonomy. When cleaning is imposed from the outside, it stops feeling like a choice and starts feeling like a demand. And nobody sustains, for long, behaviors that feel like demands. We should also draw a line. A chronically messy room is one thing. Hoarding disorder is a serious clinical condition, extreme difficulty discarding things, and real distress when they're removed. Those are completely different experiences. So where does this leave you? Maybe you're in a room right now, surrounded by the evidence of your own exhaustion. The truth is this: you are not broken. Your clutter is a symptom. It reflects an overloaded nervous system, a jammed working memory, an emotional reserve that's been drained. But there's hope hidden in the simple act of tidying. Experiments show that even simulated cleaning after stress reduces anxiety and improves your body's recovery. Cleaning can restore a sense of control. It can regulate your emotions. The act of tidying is deeply comforting, especially when the world feels unmanageable. So if you never clean your house, don't do it to be a good person. A clean house doesn't make you better. Do it to reclaim your space. Do it to calm your own nervous system. Start incredibly small. Make one decision today. Forgive yourself for the mess. You kept yourself alive when you were too tired to function. Your energy will come back. And when you're ready, start with one space. Cleaning your physical space is a compassionate way to begin cleaning your mind. If you recognized yourself in these words, you are not alone. Subscribe for more quiet explorations into the psychology of our everyday